Can everybody hear me?
Oh,
Give me
man.
a thumbs up if you can see me, guys. Can you hear me? Perfect. All right. Fresh off a historical bowl victory, I give you head coach Mike Neu for some opening statements. Coach?
So proud of our football team, so proud of the effort that's been put in week in, week out. This has been a process, a long process, but high character young men that just bought into trying to do things the right way. We've worked so hard. I emphasized that again this morning before we left the hotel. We got here because of hard work. We've been the underdog. We've embraced that role. We were 10-point underdog, which I was really excited about because I knew our guys would use that information the right way. And we came out with a purpose. We were so excited to be here to earn the right to be in the Arizona Bowl. It's been an unbelievable couple of days here. We've been treated like gold at our resort, and our guys were so thankful of that. And it was the best bowl game experience that we could possibly have considering COVID. And so we're very thankful. The staff of the hotel was unbelievable. The staff of the bowl game here was unbelievable. And golly, we'd love to earn our way back here again.
All right, we'll start with some questions. Ian Hansen, go ahead.
So you're without Caleb Huntley most of this season.
Hey, I can't hear at all.
He can't hear.
Oh, hold with us just 1 second, Ian. Make sure Coach can hear you. All right, let's try again, Ian.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, cool. So what I was saying is Caleb Huntley's out for most of the season, and then this game you find out that Justin Hall is not playing. How do you get creative offensively and come out and have such a dominant first quarter there?
Obviously it hurt not to have Justin. He's such a special player and a dynamic playmaker, but our guys have worked hard. The guys that have been, sometimes in backup roles, and we never like to look at it that way. We try to make sure all of our guys get repetitions in practice, and they were ready when their number was called. And it was a 50-50 chance that Justin would play today, and the guys that stepped up in his absence did a tremendous job. Running back by committee approach. Each of the receivers had some huge moments in the game today. So, and the defense was unbelievable from start to finish. To hold that football team to 13 points and answer the call. We heard a lot about San Jose State and how they were ranked and all that stuff heading into the game. Our young men took that personal.
Okay, Justin Prince.
Hey, Coach, congrats on the win. We saw you after the game on the telecast get a little emotional. Just what did this one mean to you personally, obviously as an alumni, to be able to come back and do something that had never been done in the school history?
I told the guys this morning when I took my jersey off after the 93 season in Las Vegas with a loss, I still look at my jersey in my office every day in a frame, and it still has a bitter taste in my mouth, and my stomach still has an awful feeling in it. So just, this is an opportunity we worked so hard for. We want to seize the moment, and we've done that week in, week out. Every opponent we play just seems to get bigger. Obviously, we were so excited to come out here and put our best brand of football on the field, and our guys have earned it. And I get emotional because I know what we've been through. In 2017, it was as ugly and as lopsided of losses as you could possibly get. And to see a group of young men stay together, to work hard, to believe in one another, and commit to hard work, and it pay off in a moment like this is special. And we're going to certainly enjoy it all week. Every week it's been the job's not finished. The job's not finished. Well, the job's finished. And we're so excited to bring the first bowl win in the history of our program back to Muncie, Indiana.
Michael Lev.
Hey there, Coach. You obviously were confident coming into this game. You felt good about your team, but I'm sure in your wildest dreams, you never imagined it would be 27-0 at the end of the first quarter. How would you describe the events of that period?
Yeah, just trying to be locked in and focused on the next play mentality. Yes, it was a great job by Antonio Phillips getting us started with that pick six. And then our defense was dominant early in the game, and we kept answering the bell. We were challenging them with tempo, playing really fast, and trying to mix it up with the run, with the pass. And our guys did a great job of capitalizing on some early momentum in the game to get a huge early lead. And then, after that, the defense continued to play dominant, and we went through some stretches there in the second half. We weren't effective, but the guys battled, stayed together. Again, we've been awesome about dealing with adversity. So nobody blanked. We just kept fighting. And then we put a couple of drives there together.
Connor Smith, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. So congrats on the win. And I know that, a bowl victory, first in program history, it's special either way. But just how much more special is it to be able to do this on New Year's Eve in a year just, where you guys weren't even sure if you were going to play, this fall, and there's just been so much uncertainty?
Well, this is the last day of 2020. So I can't think of a better way to end 2020. What a great way for us to ring in the new year. I cannot wait for COVID to be behind us. I hope that's sometime here in the very near future, because I can't wait to not wear a mask again. But I'm just proud of our guys, man. It was so exciting to be invited to the Arizona Bowl, and we're just thankful and appreciative of the opportunity that we had, and to be on CBS and to have a national audience. Our guys were so excited about that moment.
Blake, you're up, sir.
Thank you. Hey, Coach, congrats on the win first off. I want to ask you about this. Obviously, the MAC championship was a pretty big accomplishment. And now you guys are bowl champions, first time in school history. How do the two compare with one another?
I would tell you it ranks right up there with the MAC championship. Obviously, it was a great accomplishment that night in Detroit to stand there with the trophy and to have a special moment in the locker room. But once that game was over, the very next day, our focus completely shifted. And I would tell you the preparation that we had a couple extra days. The preparation was exactly the same as it was leading into the MAC championship game. This was a championship type game for us. A lot of people talk about bowl games. Is it a Super Bowl type of game or is it a Pro Bowl type of game? This is a Super Bowl type of game for us. And we wanted to make sure that we had our best effort and our best brand of Cardinal football. And I'm proud of our guys for being locked in, focused. They certainly missed their families during Christmas, but they paid the price and they made some sacrifices. And now they're going to enjoy being able to go home and be able to be with their families for a while.
Thanks, Coach.
Mr. Lev?
When you first took this job 5 years ago, did you envision something like this happening somewhere down the line?
That was always my vision. I wanted, the reason I came back to Ball State is because I had a burning desire in my gut to help the program that I was fortunate to be a part of to try to get back to the top. I came in, it was a little bit of a downtime. Ball State has had some great years. I was fortunate to be part of 2 championship teams during my time here, and absolutely Ball State has made a difference in my life. And so when I had the opportunity to come back, I knew I was coming in, and I knew it was not going to be easy. I'm very thankful and appreciative that President Mearns and Beth Getz allowed us some more time to get to this point, because I know a couple years ago there was certainly doubt, and understandably so. But I hope that their belief and their trust, hopefully we were able to reward them tonight.
I do not see anybody with hands up. Anybody else? Jordan, go ahead.
Hey, Mike, I know winning a MAC title gives you a lot of momentum heading into the off season, but how much more momentum do you feel you have as a program in recruiting, everything, going into an off season, 7-1 conference champion and a bowl champion?
Man, we're going to capitalize on that. And it's a great time to be a Ball State Cardinal right now. Everybody wants to be part of a winner. That's the number one thing in recruiting that sells. And then to be building a brand new indoor facility that's going to be completed late March, early April, the commitment by our administration to make sure our resources are championship level. I'm so appreciative of that, to be able to reward our guys and put those resources in place to sustain success. And that's our goal. We're going to enjoy this one, but we're certainly going to capitalize off the momentum we were able to gain in recruiting, and we're going to go attack that.
Ian, go ahead.
Yeah, so can you kind of talk about the running back by committee today, and like how that was really effective? Donnie Marcus came out and rushed for 69 yards. Can you kind of talk about that?
Yeah, the MAC championship game was one of those. We came out of that game a little bit banged up, and both Will Jones and Ty Evans, they practiced on a limited basis through the last 7 or 8 days because they were both, banged up, had knee injuries, had shoulder. So Donnie got a lot of work in practice, and we saw it, his confidence level growing. He did a great job a lot of the year on the scout team, giving a great look for the defense. And those reps, he was Jarrett Patterson when we were preparing for Buffalo, and he was working our defense, hard during the course of practice. And so I was anxious. We were all anxious to see Donnie get some significant snaps. And he delivered, man. He was ready for his moment. He was ready for his opportunity, and certainly proud of him for just committing to hard work, staying the course. And, when you're coming out of high school and you were a star in high school, sometimes that's hard. But Donnie did a great job of staying the course, and it was good to see that pay off for him.
Imani, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations on the win. I would just like to ask about, I know this is a great way to end the season, but how is this bittersweet for you losing 8 seniors, including Drew Plitt, who played amazing today?
Well, I'm not going to give up on getting them back yet. I'm gonna beg. I'm gonna plead. I'm gonna hope that they want to come back and make another run at this thing. But it's a special, special, special class that I'll be forever indebted to, because they did not have to stay here when things were really tough and rocky a couple years ago, but they did, because they believed in one another. They saw something in each other. And I'm going to try and recruit those guys as hard as anybody over the next period of time here. So I don't want to close the door on that just yet, but if that ends up being the case, I'm certainly thankful and appreciative of having a special moment like this and like the MAC championship game to celebrate with that group of young men.
Justin Prince, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach, kind of going off of what Imani asked, what did it mean for these guys to stick around, guys like Curtis and Drew, who have seen a lot of time and on the field and, just being a part of a new culture for this program?
These guys are the ones that worked so hard to help set the standards and the culture of how you do things the right way. And it takes commitment from players. A coach can talk about, hey, here's what we would like to do. It starts with accountability. It starts with hard work. It starts with believing to achieve. It starts with taking pride in the little things, but it takes players and it takes leadership from players to be able to carry out that message in the locker room, to carry out that message on campus, to make sure when young players come into the program, they take them under their wing and they show them how to do things the right way. This group is the group that did that. I can't thank them enough, because we would not be sitting here. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for this group of young men. So I will forever be indebted. I'm thankful to have a chance and to be part of history with this group of guys. Nobody deserves it more than this group of young men, because if you knew what we went through, I knew in pregame, I knew at the meeting at the hotel, nobody can see the heart of these young men and how tough and how mentally tough they are, and to withstand some of the tough times that we did, and to be able to get to this point, man, that is a great life-changing moment.
Thank you very much for your time, Coach. Congratulations to 2020 champion head coach Mike Neu. We're going to move over to one of those young men he was just talking about, Bryce Cosby, who will be stepping into the chair here momentarily. Thank you. We'll have him make some opening statements and continue to raise your hands. Thanks, everybody. All right, Bryce, thanks very much. You want to make just an opening statement about the win and what it means to you?
It means so much, Coach Neu was preaching all week, be legendary. We knew we were granted the opportunity to do something special here. It just says a lot about this group of guys. I can't even fathom the amount of sacrifice we made this season. Obviously with COVID and everything going on, we had to do a lot of things different, just really be to ourselves, hang out with each other. And, we bought in as a team. And, we could have got complacent after the conference championship, but the coaches did a great job, making sure everybody stayed locked in. And, we came out, we executed, on defense across the board. We were able to force some turnovers. Anytime you're able to do that, it's just, you're setting yourself up for a winning football game. And so, I can't thank not only my team, God, for this opportunity, and then my coaches for putting together a great game plan for this game and, lining us up for success.
Ian Hansen, go ahead.
So you guys had 4 interceptions as a team, the most since 2015 for you guys. I believe that set an Arizona Bowl record. Can you talk about what makes this group so special?
Yeah, you've probably heard guys say it before, but, honestly, we believe in each other. We love each other to death, and we genuinely love playing with each other. Through whatever the ebbs and flows of the games, we never get rattled as a defense. It's always a next play mentality. and guys really take pride in doing their job. And I think when you can get a group like that who, it's not any individuals on the team. Everybody's, just here to do their job and help the betterment of the team and the betterment of the defense. You set yourself up for success. And so I think it's the unselfishness, leadership, and then the will come game day to go out and get it done.
Connor, go ahead.
Hey, Bryce, congrats on the win. Being able to do this on New Year's Eve in a year where there's just been so much, I guess, uncertainty, how much more special does that make this bowl victory, to be able to end a season where you guys weren't even sure if you guys were going to play this fall, just this summer?
It means so much. I was thinking about it afterwards, just, doing a small recap. It was, the year started off on a pretty rough note, to say the least. And, while we still wish things could sort of be back and we could have some type of normalcy, it's safe to say that the end of 2020 didn't finish too bad for the Cardinals.
Blake, you're up.
Hey, Bryce, congrats on the win and thanks for your time. I wanted to ask you a little bit about your impact on this defense. You had that interception. You had the one that they called back. So just tell me a little bit about what it means, to lead this defense and what you can bring to the table.
Yeah, I just try to do whatever I can within my job. Obviously, today I was able to come up with some big plays for us. But, week in and week out, I just try to do my job as a leader. Me being an upperclassman, a senior here, I take it upon myself to make sure that, the guys are, we're preparing the right way. We're locked in every week, and we know the situation at hand. And, obviously today, like you said, I was able to make some great plays, but, all credit goes to the whole defense, Without those guys, none of this would be possible. And I feel like it was a great defensive effort across the board, not just me. And, like I said, I love those guys, and I'm proud of the way we played today.
Thanks, Bryce.
Justin Prince, go ahead.
Bryce, a lot of seniors on this group that, obviously came in when times were tough up until now. What does it say about this group that you guys all stuck around and helped kind of turn this program around a little bit to this point?
It's resiliency, and it speaks on our team chemistry. Because, honestly, if it wasn't for the team chemistry, I don't know how many people would have stayed. But, we seen something in each other. We believed in each other, and we believed we had what it took in this locker room to get this thing turned around. And that held true today, and it held true when we won the MAC Conference Championship. And, I'm just glad. I'm happy for myself that I stuck it through, because it was some hard times my freshman, my sophomore year, where there was doubt. I went through every emotion, to say the least, and it's just a testament to that if you keep on keeping on, that there's light at the end of the tunnel.
Go to Troy Hutchinson.
So, Bryce, talk about this senior group and light at the end of the tunnel and how it was difficult freshman year. What does it mean to get this bowl victory, not only for you guys, but coach as well, who has been a part of this program in the past?
Yeah, I said it when we won the conference championship. I'm so happy for Coach Neu. He's dealt with so much slander, and it was harder for him than it was for us, just because of the expectations. My freshman class, we had a lot of expectations coming in, and it's the nature of the game. The people that follow the game, they want immediate results, and that's the harsh reality of it. And it just speaks volumes to him. Like I always say, he never brought any negativity into the locker room. He was always positive, preaching family, and reassuring us that we're going to get this thing going. It's only a matter of time. And he held true to that statement, and I couldn't be more happy for him. Love him to death, and that's my coach.
Any further questions? Jordan Gusky.
Hey, Bryce, I asked Mike this as well, but just how much momentum do you feel like a win like this gives the program? I know you have a decision on whether or not you can come back next year in 2021, but just whether or not you do come back, what does a win like this do in your mind for this program?
It just instills that belief in the locker room. I feel like sometimes when you get stagnant and, you're losing games, it's almost a hopeless feeling. You don't know if you could ever get things turned around. And so with the conference championship, And this bowl win, it shows everybody that, you know, with leadership, hard work, and consistency, anything's possible. And Ball State is capable. You know, for a while we were sort of the laughing stock, and now we've sort of flipped the script. And so I think the biggest thing is that it just reassures everybody that, you know, we can play with the best, and we can compete week in and week out.
Any other questions out there for Bryce? All right, thanks for joining us, Bryce. Congratulations again.
Thank you, guys.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate it. Have a happy new year.